Hey guys, I am about to take my hair down. Sorry, my stomach does not feel good, so I'm trying to drink a little water. But I'm taking my hair down because I'm tired of having it in my head and I'm ready to do something else with my hair. So right here I have some hot water. I put it in the microwave for 3 minutes, and in it I have this. Ooh, okay, so it's warm. Oh yeah, it's warm. It's coming at the top. I didn't even see that. This is my pre-poo. And what I do with my pre-poo is my Cantu for natural hair conditioner and my some water and grapeseed oil. Now I normally warm the water in it and then I put it in my hair like that. But I just warmed up that instead. So yeah, it's really good. It smells great too. And it works pretty darn great. So we're gonna see if I can take this hair out the right way. Okay. Oh wow, I didn't realize I took out a high one. Okay, wow. So let me do this.
You are the guardians of the galaxy!
That's a different superhero universe.
I am the insulted.
All right, then who are you?
Yo, guys, this guy don't know who he is.
Oh, really? Then I think it's time we tell him.
Okay. I'll do this so I can take this. This is because I want to make sure that whatever dirt is at the root of my hair, and it doesn't pull my hair out, you know. Okay. It's not even warm. So someone she used rubber bands, I don't really know how.
Sorry, Justice League. You're too late.
Y'all, almost died the other day. Today's Thursday. Tuesday, yeah, I almost died. I almost died on Tuesday. Excuse me. Crazy. Okay, I almost died. Okay, so basically, this is what happens. I was doing DoorDash. First I was doing Shipt. And Shipt took me out to like Kingwood. I've never been out there. Well, it seemed like it was in an humble area, but I think it was Kingwood. I want to say Kingwood. Hold on. Let me backtrack a little bit. It was raining on Tuesday, but when I checked the forecast in the morning time, it wasn't supposed to rain until like 3 or something, or 3 or 4. I think it was 4 actually. So I'm like, okay, I'll be good. So I finished my little Shipt delivery and I was like, well, I got a notification from DoorDash and it was saying, oh, it's really busy in a certain area. Like, you don't have to be in the area. DoorDash should just send you a notification. Oh, it's really busy right now. Start dashing and earn money. So I was like, all right, cool. So like when you go on DoorDash, it's gonna like it's gonna at the bottom it'll tell you like what area you're in, and it'll say, oh, it's not very busy, most of a busy area, or it's very busy right now, start dashing. So it said I was in Kingwood. It's like, okay, start dashing. So when I turned my thing on, I didn't even have it on 5 minutes, and it was like ding ding ding. So you know, it was going off. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I clicked the thing, and basically I had accepted 2 orders. I didn't even realize I accepted 2 orders at the same time, but it was cool because like where most things, okay, so Favor, you can only accept 1 order at, like, you can accept 1 order, and then when you leave in the store for that order, you can accept another order or whatever. And so it was like saying, okay, go to this place first, and then go to the second place, and then go drop off the first one, and then drop off the second one. So I finished those 2, and I was like, let me go home. And then another one went off, and I was like, nah, let me make some more money. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna make some more money. So I accepted one more. One more dash. So this one was for a Vietnamese noodle place, whatever, called Pho something. So I'm like, all right, cool. So it was on the way. One of the reasons I accepted it because it was on the way to deliver my second order. So I'm like, I might as well, because I can go pick up this order, go deliver the second order, and go drop this one off, and then I'll be done for real. So I went to go, so I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to the place, pick it up. But by the time I get to the place to go pick up my third order, it was like raining really bad. So I'm like, wow. But you know, the thing is, like, when you driving, the rain seems like it's hitting harder than it really is because you're driving. So you're already going at a certain pace. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's not that, maybe it's not that bad. I played the fuck out of myself, y'all. Really. Like, I really, really did. I'm like, okay, it's not raining that bad. So I get to the place to go pick up the food, and I get out of my car, and I'm like, shit, it's like a fucking storm. It's a fucking storm. It is pouring. The wind is high. That's what I hate. Why they gotta be raining and have high winds? Like, can we just get one or the other? Because this is just, no. I'm too small for that. Like, really, like, I don't like it. I really hate that. So I have a little umbrella. It's really a smaller umbrella, but it's small, but it's like big enough. It fits. It's good. It was a good size for me. My freaking umbrella broke. I was pissed. My umbrella broke. So the way it broke was like it broke like the little button that you push to make it come up and out. That button broke off and the actual handle broke off. So I was still able to use it. I just had to manually push it up. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I go and get the stuff, come back out. By the time I get to the car, I am soaked. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go drop off the second order. But by the time I get to the second order, it's starting to flood a little bit. And I'm like, okay. But it was like, it wasn't no deep water. It was just like puddles. So I'm like, okay, cool. But when I get out to go deliver this order, it's Hurricane Harvey bad. Like, just bad. And I'm like, at this point, fuck yeah. I didn't even take my umbrella in because I'm like, this umbrella not doing nothing for me. The wind is pushing it, so it's already like not helping me. So there's no point of me to keep this. I'm like, it's no point of me like wearing the umbrella. So I run in and I run out, and like it was a Christian you know that Christian radio channel station in Houston. It's like KBJ or something like that. That's where the man, like, that's where he was at. So I go in there and I'm like, oh, this is for Jordan S. And they're like, oh, Jordan. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry. Like, it's really bad out there, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it is. And I was like, I had to remember it was a Christian radio. So I'm like, they really weren't trying to be nasty. And it was like, oh, white lady. So they really weren't trying to be nasty. They were thinking they was being funny or something. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is not how I saw my day going. And it's really, really bad out there. And this black man is a security guard. And he like, so like, this is terrible. He like, you better than me, because I really would have waited outside. They would have had to come out and get it. I'm like, we here now. I don't even care no more. And then, at that point, he like, it's getting bad out there. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go back to the car. Hold on. This is where we at right now. Okay, so I done delivered the food. And I get back to the car and I'm like, fudge. Mind you, that day I had wore my icy whites, bro. I was so... Excuse me. I was so mad. I was so mad because my icy whites, I love them. And I don't even wear them that often. And they got kind of nasty. And I'm like, what the hell, bro? I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to figure out, like, where's the next one? And you can kind of see the cars are having a hard time getting through. So I'm like, shit. Let me try to go a different way. So... the way I came in started to flood. And it was 2 other exits. I went out the other exit because my GPS was saying, you know, bro, Siri really be playing us sometimes. Like, it'll be like, oh, make a left, make a right. Okay, oh, no, this is what Siri do. Siri be like, okay, go out to the light instead of going through the parking lot and turning right. Like, why? So, it was making me go the long way. And my stupid ass was going to go the long way too. Because I didn't realize that that's what that was at first. So, oh, what the heck? Where did I spray it at? Oh, I sprayed it on my ear. So, I go out, and I'm like, oh, this is a lot of water. But I still, for some reason, it didn't seem like it was a whole bunch of water. So, I'm going slow. Like, well, I'm not going fast. I wasn't going slow, but I wasn't going no 40. I was probably going like 25. So, I turned the corner. There's a fucking Tahoe with its grill under the water. I'm like, yeah, I got a Ford Focus. My baby ain't gonna make it. So I say, oh no. I say, oh no. I say, no, ma'am. It's okay. I'm like, cause I was panicking at this time, y'all. I've only had my car since December. So I have never drove my car, and my parents have trucks. So I've never drove my car through this kind of weather. So I'm like, and where I live, it does not flood. I live at Acres Home. Acre Home don't flood. Or not where I be at. Because if Acre Home floods, let me know. Because I need to know what area Acre Home flooded. I do know it flooded last year right there by TC Jester when we had Hurricane Harvey. It flooded right there on TC Jester and Tidwell. Yeah, TC Jester and Tidwell. But that's the only part that flooded. So, anyways. Yeah, it don't flood where I live. So I'm like, okay. At this point, it's like the water is heavy. I'm like... okay. That I'm like rubbing on my dashboard, like, we can make it. It's okay. We gonna pull out. We going home. It's okay. We just gonna pull out. I pull back into the little parking lot of the radio station, and I'm trying to figure out like where I can go to try to get home. But the way you gonna take me home was the way I came. I was like, I can't do that because I know it's flooding back there. And the lady house was like not even 5 whole minutes away. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm like, let's just make this flash delivery and we're gonna go home, baby. It's okay, because I really truly believe that you got to put love into your car if you wanted to do what you wanted to do. So I'm like, okay, y'all, I'm going down the street. I went out the other, because I told her there was 3 exits out of that parking lot. I went out the one I had not been out. So I go out that exit into the main street. And I'm driving, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. So it's time to turn on this one street that's like supposed to be like close to her house, like in her neighborhood. So I turn down the street, and you can see far ahead that the trash cans are outside on the curves. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, let me go. And you could see that there was water on the ground, but it didn't seem as if there was water like high. Y'all, I passed up 2 houses in that damn neighborhood, and then I'm like looking around, the fucking trash cans are floating. They were floating. I said, oh no ma'am. So I started to bag up, but there's a car behind me, and I'm like, oh nah baby, you got it. So I pulled into the houses right there. I let the car go by, and I bagged my ass out, and I went back out, not the way I came, but like I made a right coming into the neighborhood, so I made another right going out of the neighborhood. So I was basically like still going on that street, and I'm like, okay, let me try to find, I was trying to find somewhere that was like a high ground pretty much, and it was a church that it wasn't necessarily a super high ground, but the parking lot was like lifted a little bit, so most of the parking lot was didn't have that much water, and like the little water it did have, it was like really just puddles. It wasn't no water. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I sit there and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I was panicking, y'all. Like I'm telling you, like this was so weird to me because, you know, I have never been in the areas where it floods. So I'm like, what do I do? So first, I like this little curl on my hair. That's cute. That's really cute. Anyways, I go. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to sleep. I'm tired. So I go and I call the lady whose food I have, and I'm like, hey, hello, this is Symphony from DoorDash. I do have your order. I just want to go ahead and apologize because I would not be able to get it to you. I have a small car and it is flooding. I'm at the church. It was like the Covenant Church or something like that. And I'm like, I'm here. If you want to come get it, that's fine. You know, I'm sorry this happened, but I cannot make it through where the GPS is trying to get me to go through. It's flooding in all these surrounding areas. So I have to stay right here because I just got my car. I cannot mess up my car. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm like, I'll contact DoorDash. I hope they can get you your money back. Don't worry about it. You know, blah, blah, blah. She's like, okay, no, that's fine. And she's like, I'm going to contact them as well. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get off the phone with her. I contact DoorDash and I'm like, they won't let you, like, okay, so ship, some places, like, okay, Uber Eats will be like, you can't it'll have like a little thing and it'll say like, oh, like, why can't you deliver the order? And it'll say like too far, weather conditions, blah blah blah. DoorDash didn't say that, so I'm like, okay, cool, no worries. So what I did was I marked it as if the customer wasn't there because that's the only thing I can do. Notice it can't make it to customer, can't find customer. So I clicked on that, and then like it said, okay, we're gonna get in 5 minutes. If they don't answer, then you know, we just leave it in a safe place. And then I didn't do that, obviously. So I go and I'm like, I type in it. So it said something completed, and I clicked on the complete button, and I typed in I couldn't deliver the order because it's flooding everywhere surrounding me. So I complete the order. Still got my money. And I mean, that was that. And I sat there for a good little minute, and I called my dad. I'm like, hey dad, I just want to let you know I am okay, but it is flooding over here really, really bad. I'm just sitting here for now. I had an order to do, but I can't go make it, blah blah blah. So I'm just letting him know what's going on. And he's like, do you need me to come get you? I'm like, nah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'm just sitting here trying to see if I can wait out this rain or whatever. Maybe if it slows down. I said, as soon as it slows down, I'm coming home. Mind you, I still got this lady food. So he's like, do you need me to come get, like, come take you to finish this lady order? Or do you want me to come get you? We can just come get your car later. I'm like, no. And he was like, I'm like, no, she'll be okay. Like, I can't. No, I'm not going to give her. I'm not finna. Like, my dad has a Titan, but I'm still not going to risk going through nothing just for some food. No, ma'am. I'm sorry. So, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So yeah, we sit there. I was like, I told him, I was like, I'm gonna sit here for like 20 minutes, and then like, depending on how it is, you know, I'll call you back if you need to come get me or whatever. And he's like, okay. So I'm sitting there, and I just put on Netflix and I started watching my show. And I probably sat there for like 15 minutes actually, and then I realized, like, cause he was like, pay attention to the road and see, like, if you see other cars going through, then you should be okay. Like, all right, cool. So yeah, I did that. And then I wound up like going out. I turned my GPS to home. I took my black ass home. And then I got to so then I got home and she had pho. That shit was nasty. That shit was nasty, y'all. I was not like, I ate it. I ate it, but it's not something that I would buy, like. And I like noodles and I like all that kind of stuff. Like, I love pad see ew. That's my favorite. But that was just nasty. But yes, I could not, y'all. I really couldn't. And then to make matters worse, the freaking I had bent my license plate. I bent my license plate, and I'm like, I was so hurt. I was so hurt, y'all, because this is my first car, and I really did not, like, I was like, so then I go to get gas because my gas tank was like less than a quarter of a tank, which is fine for me, but I was like, the way the rain was working and all the other stuff, I just didn't want to risk it, so I went and stopped and give me some gas. So I'm at the gas station. Of course, niggas gonna be niggas. So I'm sitting here getting my gas, soaking wet, okay? Soaking wet, cause, and I had, on that day I had a crop. That's the day I did that look, the recreation look. But on that day I had some ripped jeans on, like super ripped jeans, and I have a long sleeve, but it was a crop top, and I had that on. This man gonna walk up to me, say he's like, I got it, let me pump your gas and you can sit in your car. And I was like, no, I'm okay, thank you. Cause truth be told, he's like, it's raining outside, you know, you can get in the car and I'll pump the gas, I'm not tripping. I'm like, no, I'm okay, because at this point I'm already soaked, so what are you doing? Nothing. Like that's probably rude to me, but I'm already soaking wet, so I can understand how you're trying to help, but no. Plus, he wasn't really trying to help. He was really just trying to holler. So he goes, I pump your gas or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm okay, thank you. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, where your man at? Why he ain't pumping your gas? I'm like, he at work. And he gonna say, well, he's like, you sure I can't pump your gas? You know, it's raining out here. You know, you can sit in the car. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then he gonna turn around to the dude that's in the passenger seat of his car. I tried, dog. He like, yeah, dog, you tried. Like, I just don't like niggas. That's probably mean. And niggas are different from black men, okay? And I say that because, like, it's the way that they act. Like over here, this Circle K over here with my house, it'd be a bunch of niggas over there, like, just doing nigga shit. And you just be like, really? Like, it's that mentality, though. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into that. But, so I get back in the car, you know, I get home. And I promise you, y'all, after that, I was like, I was like, I do not want to move. Like, I don't want to drive no fucking where. Here we go. I was not trying to drive nowhere, and then my dad's like, come, you gonna have to come with me to your mom's, blah, blah, and I'm like, you want me to drive? But yeah, nah, it was funny though. Anyways, that's all. Okay. Alrighty. That's the story of my life, y'all. Tuesday was a very wild day. Very wild. I'm almost done taking my hair down. It honestly didn't take that long, I think. I think it took less time than it does to take braids down, and because it's twists, you know.
To be a superhero. You just need to be yourself. Expanding on that thought, we should never forget this.
Dude, why are you still talking?
I'm simply trying to highlight the lesson we all learned. No one wants to hear that, man.
Movie's wrapping up. Keep trying to get out of here.
And I need to say my important takeaway message from this experience. You know, something kids can talk to their parents about on the drive home.
I am sorry to say, Robin, but this is not that type of movie. To the credits.
Wait! Kids, ask your parents where babies come from.
So, Lil Yachty on the Teen Titans movie track. My boy is well rounded, okay? Mickey. This one hurt. Okay, my natural hair queens, what is up? Oh my goodness, that was glorious. I didn't scratch, I was just rubbing it. I'm gonna spray this all over my head now. And I'm going to comb my head. Oh. Ain't nothing like being able to scratch your head after not being able to. Okay, but like I said, I didn't really scratch it. I was just like rubbing it. All my scrunchies are in my car. Okay, so I'm just going to take my hair, part it down the middle. And I'm gonna just comb it out. I am back. Okay. Whew. Back to doing exactly. I do comb my hair out kind of rough sometimes, but it's because it's my hair and, like, you know, I can handle it. But if somebody else do it, I would not be. Like, my mom would comb my hair, I could not. I really could not. Yeah, I'm so tired. Ugh, and my scalp itches. Oh. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this in my hair for a while.
Run around, spread your knees, get dirty. Climb trees, hop fences, get into trouble, crying out loud. Not too much, some. Definition. How many mothers do you know who say something like that to your son? How many mothers do you know? Honey, we want you to make some friends this summer. Lots of them.
How did I break the scrunchie? It wasn't even mine. I'm sad. Okay, okay. Y'all. I'm gonna take a nap. Then I'll wash my hair. I wash my hair and all the other jazz. So, adios.